Oklahoma outlook, boy, nice change of pace from the storms we had yesterday morning. The storms raged from about 10 o'clock Thursday night all the way through about 9 or 10 o'clock Friday morning. They were gone quickly, so for most of Friday we were enjoying a nice day. But today, sunshine, mild, mid-70s. Sunshine tomorrow for Easter Sunday, warmer, low 80s. Usually right around Easter is when we start seeing that transition over from a few cold nights, and the cold nights go by the wayside after Easter. One of the rules of thumb is you wait until Easter before you see that absolute last freeze. So hopefully, for us, that will certainly be the case. For the week ahead, mostly sunshine, 70s and 80s, and a slight chance of a few storms for northern Oklahoma, maybe on Tuesday. But it looks like the main threat Tuesday will be well north of the state. 44 right now, clear skies, north winds at 7, so our wind chill a little on the cold side this morning. It is 40 degrees is what it feels like outside. 41 in Norman this morning, but you look out west and temperatures starting to fall into the 30s. El Reno's at 35, so maybe a little frost out in El Reno this morning. 37 in Chickasha, 38 in Edmond, and 38 also in Mustang. Go all the way to the Panhandle, and they were under freeze warnings this morning because temperature 26 in Beaver, 29 in Alva. That's a good hard freeze for our northern counties. 37 in Woodward, and a few upper 30s and low to mid 40s in southeastern Oklahoma. Sustained winds, you can see a lot. A lot of winds, not even above 5 miles per hour, so you don't even feel the wind, mostly outside. Winds picking up just a little out western Oklahoma, 5 to about 10 miles per hour. That certainly beats 60 to 70 mile per hour winds that we saw yesterday morning. It's this big line of storms, which is now over Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky. It was all the way through. Started in southwestern Oklahoma. That's where those storms started firing. They came up from west central Oklahoma, pushed up into central Oklahoma, and now that big storm system is moving well out to our east. So not going to expect any storms, at least until about Tuesday when another storm system out west begins to head this direction. So you see all the warm air ahead of the cold front. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s this morning across the Midwest and to the south. 60s this morning across the Midwest and to the southeast, while behind it the storm system has allowed for much more dry air and consequently much more cool air. 22 in Bismarck this morning, 39 in Billings. Get a little more mileage you head into southern Arizona and California. But for the most part, nice and chilly behind this air mass that's now moving well to the east. There goes the big line of showers and thunderstorms from Wisconsin all the way down to southern Louisiana, and you've got some snow showers in the upper elevations of the Rockies and the far northwest where temperatures are a little on the chilly side once again. A low pressure system moves up through the Great Lakes and makes a quick exit by this time tomorrow morning, but then another one right on its heels begins to develop in the Pacific Northwest. It starts to create a trough of low pressure. This one doesn't look as strong and defined as the last one did, and it's going to stay further north, which means the main threat for possible severe weather and maybe even a few tornadoes, mainly in Kansas and far to our north. So for Oklahoma, the storm doesn't look that bad for Tuesday. But we are looking at the long-term computer models and saying maybe Friday is when we're expecting our next chance of pretty good showers and thunderstorms. 64 by noon, 74 by 5 o'clock. Winds will shift out to the south, 10 to 20 miles per hour. 81 degrees tomorrow for Easter Sunday. So notice those temperatures spike rather quickly as do our lows in the 60s, nice and mild in the morning. And then we do have a little cool down. Normal for this time of year is about 64 degrees or so. So you can see we stay above normal for the next 7 days. Really can't complain too much about that forecast. 70s and 80s, the only chance of rain coming at the end of next week.
All right, very good. Clear skies for all those Easter egg hunts.
It's going to be a nice day. Maybe a light jacket tomorrow morning, but otherwise beautiful weather for Easter tomorrow.
Looks good. Thanks, Matt. The Thunder on the brink of bringing the playoffs to Oklahoma City. We have details next in sports by OKBlitz.com.